Vulnerable Mom here. We have another book today, day before Easter. It's called The Berenstain Bears, Easter Surprise. One of my favorite series, The Berenstain Bears. Always has a good lesson in it. Wonder who this bunny is going to be. What do you think? Stan and Jan Berenstain, and later on, I believe it's their son, Mike Berenstain, have written this series. Bear country, friends, as any observer can plainly see, is a really and truly fine place to be, especially for cubs and other small fry. Baby robins learning to fly, young frogs and bunnies learning to hop, all kinds of youngins, and every spring season, another new crop. Except that one Easter time when the cycle of seasons came to a screeching, grinding, sudden stop. So friends, let us now turn back the clock to before Sister was born. Ooh, where'd she go? And Brother was the only cub on the block. To when the Bears' treehouse wasn't nearly so grand, when a very strange thing occurred in Bearland. No one really knows the cause, a shift perhaps in the natural laws. Some unfortunate bit of cosmic bad luck, but somehow that winter the seasons got stuck. Do you know these rhyming words? Luck, stuck, natural laws, cause. What happened to spring? Where did it go? And Easter? What about Easter? Had it all been called off on account of the snow? Not snowy in Florida. It's been nice and sunny. Now in the fall of that winter, when the seasons got stuck, Bear Country was having very good weather luck. "Dear," called Mama, "Papa forgot his lunch today." So lunch in hand, Brother Bear was on his way. Woods Bear Papa was off in the wood, chopping, chopping as only he could. Chopping, do you hear how that sounds kind of like a chop? That's called onomatopoeia, when a word sounds like the sound. Yes, as any observer can plainly see, Bear Country was a great place to be, a great place to spend your growing up time. There were puddles to jump, trees to climb, plants that catch flies. Is that like a Venus flytrap, you think? Ooh. Grasses that whistle. Have you ever done that? The lesson you learned backing into a thistle. Ouch! So much to do and see and know, a wonderful place in which to grow. But, and here's the rub, a little lonesome for an only cub. There's a rabbit. Oh, Brother had friends, the gang who hung round by the bog. There was Bill Bunny and Finnerty Frog, whose idea of excitement was sunning himself on an old rotting log. And there wasn't very much on Fred Firefly's mind, but working the switch on his electric behind. As for Bill Bunny, there was just no stopping his rabbity habit of hippity-hopping. "Bill, come back!" But when he reached Papa's workplace, a question arose. It was as plain as the face on Papa Bear's nose. A curious cub, he made full use of his ears and his eyes. That Brother had questions was no surprise. He had enough, in fact, for 3 cubs his size. "I have a question," said Brother to Dad. "Ask it," said Pa. "Don't stammer, my lad." Well," stammered Brother. "My question, Dad." "Go ahead and ask it. Don't stand there hemming and hawing." "Tell me," said Brother, "why are you standing on that limb you are sawing?" Crash! Look how he fell down. That's going to be a problem. I guess he didn't get hurt too badly, because here he is again. "A good question," said Pa. "Do you have any more? It's one of the things Papas are for." "I have many," said Brother. "There's so much to know, like where do we come from? Like where do we go? What makes the sun shine? Why do rivers flow in the middle of a river? How deep does it get? Do fishes get thirsty? Why is water wet? Where does your lap go when you stand up? How many fluid ounces in a buttercup? Lots of rhymes. Yes? You may ask me any question, no matter how far out. Being open to parent questions is what parenting's about. I have all the answers, the who, what, why, and where, just as sure as my name is barbecue, garbapew, as sure as my name is Papa Q Bear. Brother kept asking questions as the season progressed. In fact, he became a bit of a pest. Why do leaves change color in fall? Why do we even have seasons at all? But whatever the season, Bear Country was fun, though it was still a bit lonesome being Mama and Papa's only small son. As for the gang down by the bog, Bill Bunny and Fred and Finnerty Frog, well, as the old saying goes, when fair weather ends, you can say goodbye to fair weather friends. Only Bill Bunny came venturing out to see what winter was all about. Hey, Bill, wait for me. It was a strange sort of winter, gloomy and gray, and somehow it seemed to have come to stay. Said Papa, something's gone wrong. This winter is hanging on much, much too long. He looked at the papers, turned on the TV, checked every reference book in the tree. Something's gone very wrong. It's more than bad luck. Somehow or other, the seasons got stuck. But that cannot be, said Mama's bear. Maybe not, said Papa, but just look out there. Mama looked out of the window of their home sweet tree. There was a whiteout as far as the eye could see. But what about spring and Easter? What about Easter? Easter? What's Easter? Asked Small Brother Bear. What's Easter? It's a day of treats, said Papa Bear. It's delicious taste, yummy smells, coconut eggs with chocolate shells, colored eggs and paper grass, treats for every lad and lass. Rainbow-colored jelly beans, reds and yellows, blues and greens, sweets and treats of every kind. There's no telling what you may find. Molasses, mocha, treacle, honey, and best of all, the Easter Bunny! There he is, that bunny from the front. Now, Papa, said Mama, if you please, you can't see the forest for the trees. And while I don't deny those things are fun, Easter means much more, my son. It's a new beginning. The warm sun melting, snow and ice, bringing forth crocus, tulips, edelweiss, drawing new life from the cold winter earth, baby robins, the miracle of birth, the great rainbow after a warm spring rain. What's a miracle? Asked Brother. Son, it's something wonderful we can't quite explain. And this Easter, said Mama, looking into Brother's eyes, you'll have an extra special Easter surprise. And at that very moment, Brother slipped off Mama's lap. Was Mama's lap getting smaller, or was it just that Brother was getting taller? Or even a little of both, perhaps, which is often the way with cubs in laps. Oops! Come, said Pa, it's time for Boss Bunny to wiggle his ears. It has been the custom for years and years for Boss Bunny to signal spring by wiggling his ears. We can count on Boss Bunny. He wouldn't let anything happen to spring. And certainly not Easter. Easter's his thing. Not a sign of Boss Bunny, not a wiggle or wit, except a small one saying, Boss Bunny has quit. Boss just couldn't do this. Had he no pride? What about spring? And Easter, they cried. Oh my goodness. And, said Brother, with tears in his eyes, what about my Easter surprise? Opted out, hopped a train, headed south. Pa was especially down in the mouth. He was kind of grumpy and sad, wasn't he? Who will bring our jelly beans, our reds and yellows, blues and greens? Am I surprised, said Brother. What might have been? A giant Easter egg? In a decorated tin? A basket of yellow marshmallow chicks? A lifetime supply of lemon sticks? Mama just smiled and gave a small shrug, reached down and gave Brother a mama bear hug. Said Pa, there must be a way of changing our luck, of saving Easter and getting the seasons unstuck. And at that very moment of despair and desperation, Papa Bear was struck by a full-fledged inspiration. Say, talk about your Easter surprise. Just try this one on for size. I'll be the Easter Bunny. You'll be the Easter Bunny. Yes, I'll be the Easter Bunny. I could do it my ears. The first thing I'll need is slightly bigger ears. Using carrots. And then some nice long whiskers. These broom straws will do. Fasten them on with bunny whisker glue. Now let's twitch my whiskers, train my ears to flop, and now a bit of practice on my bunny hop, hop, hop. Oh, he is so silly. He is always the silly character in this book. The next thing we'll need is a ready egg supply. 6 or 7 packets of Easter egg dye. Some practical arrangement of scrap lumber and planks to direct the egg supply into the mixing tanks. Oh my goodness, he's going to make a whole contraption for this, to dye the Easter eggs. Now I'm wondering, because he mixed all these colors, what they're going to turn out like. You think it'll work? Then an extra nail or two and one more rubber band. Now this last connection, here son, give me a hand. Now all that's left to do, as you can plainly see, is hook the thing up to my good old Model T. It's working! Oh my goodness. I do not know what's going to happen. Let's see. Oh my, this is pretty fancy. It's painting stripes on the eggs and on Papa's nose. And squirting flowers on. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure this machine actually can do this. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. And it blew up. It's not working. It's not working. Oh my goodness. A catastrophe. There was much on the mind of small Brother Bear as he pondered the questions of who, what, and where. Who should come hopping over the hill but Brother Bear's friend, Bunny Bill. Now it was Bill who wanted to play. Hi there, said Bill. Want to play? Sorry, said Brother. I just can't today. I've got too much on my mind, and there's somebody very special that I simply have to find. Somebody special, said Billy. Who's that, Brother Bear? The boss of all the bunnies, the one and only Easter Hare. Then Bill said something that caused Brother's jaw to drop. No problem, come with me. Boss Bunny's my pop. Oh, Boss Bunny's his dad, his poppy. Wow, said Brother Bear, what a piece of luck. He can help save Easter and get the seasons unstuck. Then Bill led Brother through a secret trap door that no bear had ever entered before. Oh, look, he lives underground. That's pretty cool. Got some cool illustrations in this book. Uh-oh, what's this cat doing? It led to a secret underground room. It was dark and deserted and quiet as a tomb, except for some mice, a bushy-tailed example of genus Catus catus, and Boss Bunny's vast collection of Easter apparatus. There was a great assembly line of fabulous machines capable of making 10 million jelly beans. And Boss Bunny's big claim to fame, a device that could write any cub's name. Wow. This is great. Oh, look, they have a bunny door. Just go ahead. Just up ahead was a funny little door with a narrow crack of light showing at the floor. In a room behind the door, reclining on a shelf, was the erstwhile Easter Bunny, Boss Bunny himself. Huh? What? All right, Sonny, state your business. Spit it out. What's this intrusion all about? Please, sir, said Brother. There's no need to shout, but Easter and spring is what it's all about. Easter and spring? Who cares about Easter? And spring is a bore. Do you have any idea just how long I've managed Easter and kept the seasons moving along? Twitching my whiskers, wiggling my ears. Why, it's undignified for someone in my golden years. I think he wants to retire. Do you have any idea of what it means to make 10 million jelly beans? The paperwork, the regulations, the egg supply, the aggravations, not to mention the aches and pains. I've got arthritis, bursitis, mixer elbow, sinusitis. I'm old and crabby, bent and stooped. I'm P-O-O-P-E-D, pooped. Ooh, he is just ready to quit. But please, said Brother, no Easter and spring? Why, that would ruin everything. Look, said Boss, I'll say it again. Who cares about Easter? And spring is a bore. I'm fed up to here, and I'm not going to take it anymore. But, Mr. Easter Bunny, we need Easter and spring. We need a warm sun, melting snow and ice. All that Easter hocus pocus about daffodils and crocus, tulips, crocus. Starts my body aching and my teeth are hurting. I ain't all wise. So stop your begging and your blurting. My decision to resign is absolutely firm and certain. Drawing new life from the cold winter earth. Baby robins, the miracle of birth. Not going to take it anymore. Not going to take it anymore. Hold on now. Just a minute, Sonny. What happened? They went outside and look what's going on. The sun and a rainbow came out. It's melting all the snow and ice. Some of that rainbow got through to Boss Bunny. The great spring rainbow's lovely light touched his heart and set things right. It straightened his back. It loosened his joints. It reduced his aches and pains by 10 percentage points. His ears began to wiggle. The whiskers began to twitch. Then Boss Bunny reached around and pulled the master switch. All right, you bunnies, it's Easter time, so hop to it, get back on the job, and do it. Oh my gracious, here comes the 10 million jelly beans. On Easter morning, Brother opened his eyes, stretched, and remembered his Easter surprise. Come in here, called Mama, there's something you must see. Marshmallow chicks, thought Brother. A chocolate egg and bunny. The Easter Bunny brought those, my dear. Your special surprise is over here. What it was in the basket was a baby, a little baby bear. Brother Bear was so surprised. All he did was stare. Then as he reached to touch her tiny toes, her small fist accidentally popped him on the nose. Say, for a tiny baby, she has quite a punch. And as he rubbed his nose, he knew it was more than just a hunch, that something wonderful had happened, that he wouldn't be lonesome anymore, that his extra special Easter surprise had been well worth waiting for. Last page. Papa, he said, I have one question. You may ask me any question, said Papa Bear to Brother. The baby, where did the baby come from? Said Pa, I think that one's for your mother. Remember about Robin, said Ma, and the miracle of birth? Mama, you got your lap back, interrupted Brother. And Mama had, because the baby was in her belly, wasn't it? The end.